There are many things. Like one thing I elaborated on was linking, both external and internal. I emphasized more on internal because that's under your control, right? That's one. Second is product efficacy is another important piece. Third is mobile first approach, which is another important, angle to the whole SEO game in today's world, right? Then performance is another, important beast. Because ultimately the landing experience is going to, create a huge difference as far as the ranking is concerned, right? So if you are looking forward to, I should just track rank these things, which one is better and which one is not. I think all of them are important, to be very frank, and that's not a diplomatic answer, believe me. The other thing which I want to convey you is that you have to check your competition. Where are they lacking the most? You have to beat them on their weak areas, right? If you think that these are the two areas wherein I can act with a small amount of effort, I can do much better than them, do it, right? But that doesn't mean that, you will do slightly better job in linking and then your performance will be very, very bad and you will expect that ranking to happen. There is some hygiene factor. That much hygiene should be maintained. Beyond that, it is the clue has to come from competitive analysis, and then you can stack rank accordingly. Different situations, different strategy, right? But no, that is how you should, prioritize. We actually crawled our own site, and we stored all the links which we had between different pages, in different formats, right? And then we created a graph sort of database internally, and then we hypothetically assigned, let's say, 1,000 score to the home page, and we ended up calculating what's the page score of different pages in the website, right? And we sorted it internally, and then we found that, which is the most important page which we are signaling to Google if Google ends up crawling the entire website, right? If you are, worried, or if you are curious to know about, what's the technical, implementation details, of course we can talk, or chat, backstage. But we ended up using Neo4j, and you can use any graph database, as such, right? But ultimately, when Googlebot is coming, they are also crawling their website, they are storing the information which they are finding in the page. You can do the same thing for your own website and create that particular score, right? Don't worry about, what's the absolute number of their score, because ultimately it's all relative, right? Whatever formula you are going to apply for page A versus page B, you have to see that, which page is getting the best, relative, importance in your own ecosystem. And that way you can do it. This is page one. Page two, you can also end up calculating the score which is coming from the external word links, right? Based on the domain authority of different sites. That will make things a little bit complicated, but very, very doable. And I think, if you have bandwidth in your technology team, you should do it. That will give you a complete clarity in terms of, and if you are having a big website, it will help you a lot. My journey has started because, things got triggered because of this particular backlinking strategy. However, is it completely irrelevant? Maybe not. But in my last, 5-6 years of all the experiments which I did in ACO, as far as Housing Prop Tiger Makan is concerned, I didn't allow myself or anybody in the team to create even a single backlink, right? And the traffic happened, right? The growth happened, right? So what I'm trying to say is that, I understand that page rank still is relevant. There are, of trust from the external sources is also very important, but let it be organic. Let it not be unnatural. Don't try to, retrofit things. Don't try to, of course, the world has gone significantly far away from directory submission and, toxic links. So I'm presuming that you are not talking about that. If you are considering that also in the consideration set, then you are destined for a, big, sort of, that kind of love letter which I just talked about, in the start. But even if you talk about, semi-toxic or less toxic sort of link, don't do it, right? It is not going to. If you are a good product, if you are a good platform, people will anyway refer you. And if your company is doing good, the PR activities and all those things will create enough, sort of ammunition to have your presence in the internet world. Doing it in a very dedicated fashion, I think, is not required, and one should not over focus on this particular thing in isolation. Ultimately, what happens that if you do it, there will be a point till the time you will be doing it properly. But because there are people dedicated to it, after a point, they will end up creating toxic link for the platform. And there the hurting will start happening. So I will suggest that, let it be natural, let it be organic. You are solving organic traffic, let the link be also organic. I don't think so. You are unnecessarily, missing the domain authority piece, because domain authority is at a main domain level. And if you create a subdomain, the domain authority or whatever, equity you have, accumulated over a period of time, that goes for a toss, right? So I will say is that, you go for a.com/blog rather than blog.a.com.